Hey guys, it's Dr. Mandy. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the standard American diet, the SAD diet. It's actually a very dangerous diet for all kinds of different reasons, which I'll talk about in this video. Before we get into it, make sure you click subscribe, right? Make sure you ring the bell so that you're notified each time I make a new video, okay? Here's the thing about the standard American diet. It's very processed, okay? It's very pro-inflammatory. There's a lot of sugar stuff because they slip sugar in everything. Just look at ketchup, right? Ketchup has a lot of sugar in it. Look at processed foods, right? There's stuff that, why does this even have sugar? It's addictive, right? Sugar is very, very addictive. 93% of rats prefer sugar over cocaine. Just FYI, okay? It is that most rats prefer sugar over cocaine. And so they start slipping the sugar. Now they start calling it different things. I have a list of it kind of looks like this, but list of artificial, well not artificial, but hidden names of sugar. So like it's all about marketing, right? They'll start to change the names. So instead of sugar, oh now it's high fructose corn syrup. Now it's corn syrup. Now it's dextrose. Now it's maltose. You get the idea, right? They start tinkering. They change it. They call it different things. So now it's like the average American is consuming about 150 pounds of sugar per year. And now we have 30 million Americans that are diabetic, 70 million that are pre-diabetic, which means if you don't take action now and get off this roller coaster, you're gonna be a diabetic, and now you're on the insulin. And that, you don't want the diabetes, guys. You don't want the side effects of diabetes are awful. Now we're talking neuropathy, tingling in the feet, you start to lose your eyesight. It's bad news. My uncle actually had his leg amputated because of a complication of diabetes. So anyway, here's what this sucker looks like, right? This green dotted line, I know it's a little bit challenging to see, but this dotted line here, that's where you want stabilized blood sugar. That's why I'm a big fan of the ketogenic diet, because we're not spiking and dipping and crashing. Ketogenic, higher fat, low carb, stabilizing blood sugar. That's what we want, right? Now, let's say you have pizza for lunch or spaghetti for dinner. What's gonna happen? Boom, big spike. Now this is more sugary spike right here. Here's kind of refined carbs. So let's say you have pizza, maybe don't spike it as much. You know, right here, let's say we're doing pizza. This is Mountain Dew. So you're having pizza and Mountain Dew, and now you get a double spike, right? So you have a massive spike up here, you guys. That's where you get the insulin surge. Insulin comes in because it has to get that sugar out of your bloodstream or you die. Okay, so now we get to get that blood sugar out of your bloodstream. But now what happens? Now you crash. Now you have low blood sugar. Now what they don't talk about, now insulin is the surge up here. Insulin, by the way, is the driver of cancer. It's the driver of so many different chronic conditions that people are suffering from. But now you're down here because the insulin surge pulled all the blood sugar out. Down here, what they don't talk about down here is the cortisol spike. Cortisol is going to help get that blood sugar back to within normal limits. But down here you have cravings. So you're craving more something to get you out of that crash, right? Maybe it's carbs, maybe it's sugar, maybe it's caffeine, something to get you out of that crash. And that's usually, maybe it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you have that big heavy carbohydrate lunch, and now boom, you crash, and now you got to do something. So it's those 2 or 3 o'clock afternoon crashes, now you got to do something to get you out of that. So you're craving certain things. But down here you get that cortisol spike. Cortisol is a stress hormone. That's the stubborn belly fat. So if you're struggling with midsection stubborn belly fat, that's the cortisol, right? Because that's the stress hormone, because you're on this roller coaster. Guys, we have to get you off of this roller coaster. Okay, so standard American diet is very broken. Now they say, hey doc, what is the best weight loss program out there? Is it paleo? Is it ketogenic? Is it plant-based? Is it carnivore? Is it Mediterranean? Is it addictive? My answer to that is always the same, and it's the one that involves testing, right? Objective, functional weight loss. I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all cookie cutter. Everybody gets the same thing, because we're all different. Everybody's unique. I could personally plow through an entire bag of Oreo cookies and not skip a beat. My wife would probably gain 5 pounds, right? We're all different. We're all built and created differently, and we're all unique. And so my best recommendation is the program that there's some objectivity involved, right? Let's food test. Let's look for nutrient deficiencies. Let's minimize toxins. Let's reduce inflammation. Let's fix the gut. right? Let's clear out the brain fog. So weight loss is going to come off as a side effect of making better choices from an objective functional standpoint. And that's why we have the functional reset program. So if you are on this merry-go-round of like dips and spikes and crashes, I invite you to come through the functional reset. It's where we test you. Okay, we give you a custom framework to work from. It's not guesswork, right? We don't guess, we test. So functional reset, somewhere around this video, I'll put a link either in the description or somewhere around this video, in the comments, whatever. I'll put a link somewhere. You can click on it, go learn more. But it's the clinical protocol we've been using for a long time to really fix a lot of different conditions, whether it's weight loss resistance or IBS and gut dysfunction or thyroid or anxiety and depression. Guys, there's a gut-brain connection. If the gut's not working right, the brain's not going to work right. So an ideal thing that you can do for somebody struggling with anxiety and depression and lack of motivation, they can't sleep, let's stabilize the blood sugar. Let's minimize the spikes in the hormone, just chaos. Insulin, cortisol. You have to get off that mess. Otherwise, you will have, I think I just read, about half of America, the US, is insulin resistant. 50% are insulin resistant. We're talking kids that are insulin resistant because too much dang sugar, too many dang carbs, standard American diet. It's not sad. Well, it is sad, but it's very dangerous. Okay, it's a very dangerous protocol to follow, and we can do better. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm rambling. I'll let you go. Make sure you smash that like button if you found value. Please share with somebody who you know is struggling with a health challenge that we can maybe come alongside and help them. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.